we have standardized across departments, trying to bring in some order or some level of sanity among plethora of multiple applications on multiple standards being created by different departments, organizations, panchayats, municipalities, etc. So some things we have standardized. Those kind of things possibly are a good way to start on software as a service. And platform as a service, again, open to all kind of web services, GIS and such other platforms where lot of departments would be interested. Large number of across government implementations are taking place. We could think of that. Sun Microsystem studies said that there is a chronology of way these how cloud has grown in organizations. It's open whether this is exactly going to be the chronology of how it's likely to be adopted in the government or not. But possibly this, if this is the case, we may see evolution of infrastructure as a service before we move on to platform and then as we go on to software. In one experience, I mean, as I'll just briefly demonstrate what we are doing in Kerala, we really did not see this kind of migration, but that is also because when you don't know what is the right way to do, you do things which are possibly not one would normally expect. Small this thing, I mean, why end of it, you know, like I said, anecdotally or intuitively, or why do we feel that it makes a lot of sense to create clouds and use clouds in the government? Every central ministry and every central state government is either has a state data center or is in process of creating one. And as per one study, the average usage of data centers is about 15%. So most of the resources are idle. Kerala has 2 data centers, so greater idle resources, greater amount of idle. Typically suffer from over and under provisioning. Like I said, it's very difficult to say when you start a service how many of the people are ever going to use it. Railways could not have predicted how successful their railway ticketing would be. CSC program, when it started, extensively a country, could not have predicted that it is not going to be as well accepted as it was possibly planned to be. So, always suffers from very great difficulty on seeing which and how the adoption of a service would take place. Provisioning governments harder than it is in organizations. I mean, governments have to follow a certain transparent procedure. We are all very careful of not having vigilance inquiries instituted against us. So, if you need to provision new resources in a non-cloud world, you buy more servers, buy more this thing, you have to follow a process, and that can be elaborate and complicated. Most government applications are like, I guess, in life, you see everything has peaks and spikes rather than normal smooth curves, so we need to cater to that. And we are moving to a world of government 2.0 with increasing importance for community participation, which would possibly encourage greater use of cloud. Lastly, very quickly, what are we doing it? We are trying to focus on creating in-house capacity. So one of the concerns which I did not mention is there is a huge concern, although most of cloud infrastructure has been created on open source, there is a huge vendor lock-in because of the kind of APIs that have been developed by specific vendors. I mean, whether you have Google, Amazon, or eBay, or anyone else. So we have tried to focus on developing in-house capacity within Kerala to develop cloud infrastructure. And idea is, after creating a testbed, we migrated to the state data center where this would be implemented. Indian Institute of Information Technology and Management Kerala, which is the Government of Kerala Institute for Higher Learning in IT, is responsible for the implementation of this project. They have, in association with CDAC Chennai, started the process of setting up the testbed. The idea is to see which are the opportunities in all forms of cloud computing, whether it's SaaS, IaaS, or PaaS. We have functional, for over nearly 5 years, we have a functional tier 3 data center with more than 120 applications. And so we do see a great and a new data center of equal size coming up, which should be ready by another few months. So we do see a great opportunity to have existing applications migrate to cloud through suitable virtualization, as well as to develop the infrastructure in the new data center as and while it is being developed. These are some of the applications which might appeal to be migrated on this thing. What is the stage? We have we have created a testbed on using Ubuntu as the base OS, and server virtualization has been achieved on the test bed. We have started testing. Spark is a personal and payroll management software which is being implemented for the whole of state of Kerala. Every single government office is being covered in it, about 5.5 lakh employees. And we have started testing this test bed on Spark. And we expect the rollout in the state data center to be done during the next 6 months or so. These are some of the technical details of the work that has been done. So this is what it is. There are some more slides, but I don't wish to bore you with them any further. So this is a very small initial beginning. We have taken the leap without really being able to see what exactly the ROI would look like. But we do expect to achieve significant benefits, as I had mentioned earlier. So with these opening remarks, now I would start with a presentation by our extremely distinguished panelists, some of the leading lights in this area, and we hope to be more enlightened with this. So now, first of all, I'd like to invite Shri Ajay Kumar Meena, who is Secretary Commissioner Food, right, Ashok, in Government of Orissa. And he has been, he will be telling us about his experiences of the work they're doing on cloud in Government of Orissa. Thank you.